Jesus, you're gonna kill that guy.
Of course, I'm a Terminator. I'll take you off the police.
Hey, wait, you swore!
Trust me.
We're not gonna make it, are we? People, I mean.
It's in your nature to destroy yourselves. What's the dog's name?
Max. Hey, Janelle. What's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking. Is he okay?
Wolfie's fine, honey. Wolfie's just fine. What are you?
Your foster parents are dead. Come with me if you want to live. Hasta la vista, baby.
Is it dead?
Terminated.
Sweetie, what's wrong with Wolfie?
His name's Max. It was a giveaway. It was a test.
It was. And I don't know, somebody failed it. Or maybe somebody, yeah.
The Terminator failed it.
The T-1000, sweetie. We have to be more specific when you say the Terminator because
Okay.
there's two of them in this movie.
So what's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger is the T-1000.
No.
No.
Arnold is, I think, the T-800.
Why do you want to be the T-1000 then?
I don't know. He's badass.
Is he though?
Yeah.
He's bad. He's mean. That is.
I like the way he runs.
He runs like a shark.
I can run like the wind blows, Mrs. Blue.
Did you know that when they designed, when you know, because he knew he had to run, Robert Patrick, who played him, that he said he wanted to run like a shark.
Sharks don't run, sweetie.
And also like he wanted to move his head like an eagle.
Sounds like he wanted to do a lot of things. He did well, but I don't know. I don't think of sharks or eagles.
Well, you know, the way sharks move. I mean, you're being too literal. This is when Todd and I talk about things. Sometimes he's too literal. It's not that he's really trying to be a shark in the water.
Sweetie, sharks don't have feet.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about not Terminator 1, but Terminator 2.
So this was my call and
not my call.
Not Sweetie's call. And we're going to talk about this movie.
Okay.
You're going to have some hot take. Oh boy. Should not mess with the cords. Shame on Todd for messing with the cords.
Why? What happened?
Because it was crackling out. So anyways.
Don't mess with cords.
Not in my ear.
Not in my
This was
ear.
my idea. I loved this movie.
What?
I loved this movie.
Way back when?
Way back when.
Okay.
We just rewatched it with
Okay.
me, you, Liam, Cameron, and Wyatt.
Uh-huh.
And here's the problem.
Okay.
I was probably the first one that there's a cheesiness factor to this movie.
Sure.
There's some things that just don't land as well as it once did.
Okay.
And I was kind of outwardly making fun of it while we were watching it.
Okay.
And I think everybody else jumped on board. And it really kind of ruined my experience of the movie. I ruined my experience because
Are you saying
else,
everybody wants to be like you?
it's an easy movie to make fun of, but it's also
But why did it ruin your experience? The whole fun of watching old movies is in like making fun of them
I know,
together.
but it minimized because the impact of the movie when I saw it the first time around, I like the idea of time travel. I like the idea of Arnold's Terminator being a good guy. There's so many reasons why I thought this movie was so well done, and it was well done
for the time.
Mm-hmm. And from a CGI, standpoint, I feel like it holds up really well for it being a 30 some odd year old movie.
It just depends on what you're watching it for. Like I do have a lot of hot takes because I don't. No, let me be clear. I'm going to talk about this movie and I'm going to talk about all the good parts and we're going to have a good discussion. I'm not going to be like a negative person during this discussion, but I don't love this movie. And it's just because I like it. It's okay. And when I saw it the first time, I think that I thought it was amazing, but it is so much action. And for people who love action, this is like they want to watch all the car chases and that crazy truck chase. Yeah. I'm like, wake me when the truck stops.
So I'm kind of with you. And I've never been, I know I love Star Wars and I love, my favorite movie of all time is Empire Strikes Back. But I'm with you. Like guns and things blowing up, I just get bored really fast.
And
there's a lot of it.
Constant.
Yeah.
Like there is literally when we were getting to the end of the movie, I was like, how many more like shootouts do I have to watch? Like it just gets old.
It's funny, like as we both love Die Hard as like one of
I
our
love
favorite
Die Hard.
movies. And as good of a movie as that is, my least favorite parts are the shootouts and the guns. It's when I'm seeing John be scared.
Right. And that's what I was going to say is here's the perfect blend. Like to me, Die Hard is a really good blend because it's not that I can't appreciate what these, you know, it's almost like a cowboy kind of Western kind of thing. It's not that I can't appreciate the choreography of an action movie, but it has like Die Hard has a lot of relationship. It has a lot of really good acting. It has a lot of like the fact that John is just a normal guy and is scared and worried and doesn't have shoes on and is trying to figure out other things. And they're also cutting to his wife and they're cutting to Hans Gruber and they're cutting to the guy outside, the cop from Family Matters. We keep forgetting his name. And the FBI agent. There's a lot going on. In this movie, you are really hyper focused on 3 characters. Right.
Yeah.
And there's a few other side stories, but
4
for the
characters, probably, right? Terminator, both Terminators, Sarah and John.
Well, there's a whole middle part of T2 where Robert Patrick is not around for a while because that's the Dyson part. Is that his name?
Yep.
And you know, you don't even know where he is. You kind of forget. I'm like, oh yeah. There's another guy chasing them.
That's right.
So yes, there's 4 people, but there's really 3. And so it's just them getting away. And what do you think it is another movie like? I think this is what Fast and Furious movies are like.
Never seen any of them.
A lot of car chases. What are other movies like this?
Oh, any action movie, I guess.
I mean, you would say
it's like
that
a genre.
It is a genre, but there are some that are more relationship focused, that are more character driven. And I just don't know if we can call this movie super character driven.
No, it's an action movie. Yeah.
Okay.
And I forgot how action it is. It's like just so many shootouts.
It's a lot. So do you want to kind of go over the premise? Because the premise
I will.
in itself is interesting.
But first,
I think.
First we should set the scene.
Okay.
Just by the way, I just did top 10 action movies of all time. T2 is number 1.
Okay.
Die Hard's number 2.
Oh.
Mad Max Fury Road. I heard that's amazing. Never seen it.
Okay.
Matrix. I've only seen it once or twice. I feel like I need to watch it again.
Okay.
Aliens. Raiders of the Lost Ark. We just did that 2 weeks ago.
Sure did.
John Wick. Never seen it. Hard Boiled. The hell is that? 1992. And Predator. So whatever.
Yeah. And a lot of those, like I do love Raiders of the Lost Ark, but again, very character driven, a lot of different people, a lot of different locations. But I think when we talked about Raiders a couple of weeks ago, I said like, okay,
here we
like,
go.
you know, the
Next
car
thing.
chase or not the car chase, but where he's going in and out of the
truck,
car and the truck and then he's under the truck. I'm like, okay, got it.
All right, let's set the scene. All right, setting the scene for those of you who have not seen this recently, like the way me and Sweetie have. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh,
more music.
I know. I got to shut that off. Arnold plays the T-800.
He's reprogrammed.
Linda Hamilton is Sarah Connor. Edward Furlong is John Connor. Robert Patrick is the T-1000. Joe Morton is the Cyberdyne engineer. Earl Bowen is the psychiatrist who was in the first one. And then a bunch of people I don't know.
And then the what's his name? John Connor's friend, who we thought was Billy from the movie Big, but he's not.
We should figure out who that guy is.
I should.
4 Academy Award wins: Best Visual Effects, Best Sound Editing, Best Makeup, and 2 other nominations: Cinematography and Film Editing. Highest grossing film in 1991. It made about $520 million on a $94 to $100 million budget.
Wow.
So pretty well. Most expensive film ever made at the time of production. My 3-act summary. You ready, sweetie?
I'm ready.
10 years after failing to kill Sarah Connor, Skynet sends an advanced liquid metal T-1000 back in time to assassinate a young John Connor, while the human resistance sends a reprogrammed older T-800 model to protect him. After rescuing John from a shopping mall shootout, T-800 helps him break and institutionalized Sarah out of the state hospital just before the T-1000 can execute her. Act 2. Hiding out in the desert with friendly weapons smugglers, Sarah learns about Cyberdyne Systems scientist Dr. Miles Dyson, the man destined to inadvertently create Skynet. Desperate to change the future, Sarah launches a solo mission to assassinate Dyson at his suburban home. But John and the T-800 intercept her, choosing instead to convince Dyson to help them destroy his research entirely. Finally, in Act 3, the group infiltrates Cyberdyne Systems to destroy all remaining technology from the first Terminator, culminating in a destructive, high-stakes pursuit by the T-1000 into a local steel mill.
You know what's crazy
What?
is I'm just realizing this is obvious for people who know this movie really well, but the technology that Dr. Dyson has, he got from the original showing up of the Terminator in the first movie.
Yep.
So it's almost like the future created the present.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay, it's really messed up. Okay, so Todd,
Yeah.
I have some big news.
Oh, let's hear it.
I don't think it's a hot take. It's just big
Jump
news.
back.
Yeah, it's a jump back. You ready?
Yeah.
So Edward Furlong, his character, John Connor, his best friend, who's really only at the beginning of the movie, it's an actor named Danny Cooksey. And no, he wasn't Billy from Big, but he was Sam from Different Strokes.
That's what I thought.
What do you mean that's what you thought?
I knew it. Sam is the little redheaded kid. They needed to bring in, Arnold was getting too old, and they brought in a younger, cuter kid.
Because Mr. Drummond married his aerobics teacher.
Of course, who wouldn't?
Maggie.
Yeah.
And exactly what you just said. They always had to do this. They did this on Family Ties too, when Teeny Others was getting too old.
And Growing Pains.
And in Growing Pains, they brought in Leo DiCaprio.
Yep.
Like they brought in these like little cute kids. And so Sam was it's the cute kid effect. Plus, they made a mistake when they brought in Oliver on Brady Bunch, but
No, they did not.
They did. Oliver was bad.
No, sweetie.
Yes.
Oliver was the best.
Yes, because Cindy and Bobby were getting too old. But then Oliver was annoying, so
Are you ready for me to share something?
Yeah.
All right.
Some old Sam there. Old Sam there.
So this is Different Strokes. I'm sharing this. And Sam was kidnapped.
Who is it?
I know.
Police.
It was a special. It was a very special episode.
We're all under arrest for this kidnapping of Sam McGill. Sam McGill.
Snappy?
Sam!
Oh, Mr. Dean.
Where you weren't going to give up until we found you.
Wow.
Mr. Dean's pretty low
He seems
key.
pretty chill.
He's like, well,
I was going to keep trying. It's fine.
Mr. D.
That was
Mr. D was
so
acting
good.
like he picked him up from an ice cream shop.
I
or
remember Sam, and I wish I would have gotten that without you telling me. So yeah, that is big
something.
news.
That was deep.
All right, so to finish the Act 3, after a brutal showdown where the T-1000 is melted into a vat of molten steel, the T-800 makes the ultimate sacrifice, ordering Sarah to lower him into the steel to ensure no future machine parts can ever be found.
So remind me what the thumbs up was about.
He's just saying it's cool,
but
it's chill.
I feel like they were bringing it back from earlier. Like, why was the thumbs up? Why to give the thumbs up?
I think I don't remember if it refers to another moment in Terminator 2. I think it's just him saying, it's all good.
There's more to it than that.
I don't know.
Why did the term? I'm looking it up.
You look it up.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the set the scene.
Yes. And I would say that I think that the premise, if you can just like not ask too many questions, is kind of interesting. And honestly, I have to like go back to the first Terminator and say that when you find out who John Connor's dad is and the fact that Sarah Connor is pregnant because of Kyle Reese coming back, that's a pretty cool, like, what's the word I'm looking for? The end, like it's a surprise, right? It's a twist or, and that's pretty cool.
And that in itself is the confusing time loop orientation of this movie, as if Kyle Reese came back from the future, how is John even existing? Because first you have to get Sarah's got to get pregnant, but Kyle comes back from the future to do that. And how is John going to be alive before that happens? And here's my answer. You ready?
Okay, let's hear it.
It's Interstellar all over again.
Right.
Time
it's Interstellar.
is not linear.
It's not real. Yeah.
And we can mess with time in where it's not like on a timeline from 0 to the year 2000.
It's
things
not a
happen
linear
sequentially. Things can happen in the future that impact the past.
But even Todd, I don't even know if you need to say that, because like it does make sense that Kyle comes back to the past, impregnates Sarah, and then John is born. Like there really isn't, you don't have to mess with time. I mean, it's crazy, but
well, how is Kyle coming back from the future?
Right.
If John was never born to begin with, because John was sent by.
I know, but he went back to the past and did this.
Right. But how would that occasion for Kyle to be sent back in the first place by John?
Because it hadn't happened yet. Do you know what I mean?
I think you and I are going through a little thing here.
And I think we are, but my point is that if Kyle comes back to the past and
sent
she gets
by John.
Correct. But John, you're acting
John
as if there was
exist.
a different, but John does exist because Kyle came back to that point in time.
Okay.
Just like in this movie, they do it the opposite way where Dyson dies.
Mm-hmm.
And so they went back to the past and killed the person who was going to create the future.
But there's no Skynet. So if there's no Skynet, how is T-800 and T-1000 even coming back in the first place? Because they destroy all the research. So there is no Skynet.
Yeah. So
doesn't make sense.
They created it's a little bit, we got to go to our friend Marty McFly and go to Back to the Future.
Oh, we're going to go back to the future in a week or two.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's the power of love.
We're going to do the Huey Lewis movie.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I think that we've got to just suspend belief and enjoy Hasta la vista, baby.
And I want to apologize for anybody who's planning to watch that episode of Different Strokes tonight. They actually do rescue Sam.
They do. He was kidnapped by a lonely man.
Apologies. No, it's a whole family. He's with that whole family.
But they had lost their kid.
I love the fact that we're diagnosing at Different Strokes.
We're like, it's okay.
So did the wife not know that Sam was kidnapped?
I think the man was grieving. The man did it.
Yeah, and he didn't say that we stole this kid, but like, this kid just showed up or something.
He took him from the mall.
Love it.
It was a very special episode.
Oh, very
as they
much
used
so.
to say.
And Mr. D was not going to stop.
I love that the police busted and Mr. D's with them.
Yeah.
He's right behind him.
So great.
I know.
Okay, so that's the summary. Are we going to go to Remember When?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
I remember when. All right. So a few things. One is, what do you remember about the "You Will Be Mine" song?
Okay. I remember that this song that I don't like, by the way, I have a very hot take. You ready?
I am not ready because I'm trying to pull up "You Will Be Mine" so
Okay.
people remember.
Okay. Well, I have a hot take.
Go ahead.
I need my hot take though. I need my sound.
Trying to do too many things at once.
Ted, you are an expert producer.
Boy, it's hot.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, hold on tight because I'm a Gen Xer, graduated in 1989. I don't love Guns N' Roses.
That is a hot take.
I know. I love the beginning of Welcome to the Jungle. I'll give them, it's a great beginning. I don't even love Sweet Child of Mine. Yeah.
Let me get to the middle. Arnold is in the video.
I'm aware. This was the world of when they would just blend the movie with the musical video. Todd and I love those things.
St. Elmo's Fire is the best version.
St. Elmo's Fire is definitely the best version. But maybe War of the Roses or Romancing the Stone, the one where Michael Douglas is like singing on stage.
Yeah, and Danny DeVito and Kathleen Turner.
They're doing the going gets tough, the tough get going. So anyway, there was just a lot of blending, and maybe they could have not done that, but they did it. It was on all the time. MTV was obsessed with this movie. This, again, I know everybody knows this if you've been listening, but we're doing summer blockbusters.
That's right.
This was a huge summer blockbuster.
That's right.
And GNR was huge. The vibe of GNR, it definitely is a Terminator vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's really rocking, and it's like a little dark, and it's a little like screamy.
Yeah.
And Axel is still out there doing his thing.
And he's still trying to look like he did 30 years ago.
He sure is. Did they play this at the end of the movie? Like, when did they play this song?
Was it during the motorcycle chase, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
Speaking of, this is not exactly the same thing, but it's a little bit the same thing. Rod Stewart did like a concert this weekend, and he's 81, and he lost his breath, and they had to bring an oxygen machine on the
you know what? Bless his heart. Because when I'm 81,
I know
I'm just going to be laying down somewhere. I'm not going to try to be performing a podcast, I don't think.
You might be. Well, I texted my friend Laura, who loves Rod Stewart, and I said, I think we should probably go see him at Ravinia, because I think his tour is called The Last One, and I think it might be. Do you know what I mean?
This is my favorite Rod Stewart song.
Is it?
What's yours?
I love Downtown Train. And I like the old Tonight's the Night. And
what's yours?
I love his, like when he redid Downtown Train. Do you remember that album?
I don't.
It was from college. And I also love the early stuff from the 70s. And I liked Young Turks too. Oh, so good.
Be careful out in the dark. Oh, if I was the one.
Never heard this song before.
Oh, so good. It's my junior year in college. You were just a sophomore. You didn't know.
I love it when you tell me how old you were or what grade you were in.
I can't help it. It's relevant to what was going on to me. Well, but it is only relevant. I wonder
if the listener's like, I wonder what year of college Kathy was in when the song came on.
Todd, it's not about when I was in college. If you are my age, if you're a Gen Xer, it gives you some like spatial awareness around when this song was popular.
To you.
But okay. What am I trying to say here? I am relating it to when I was in college, but if people listening are my age, then they can remember when it was popular for them too. I'm not trying to relate it to me.
Yeah.
It's more like me saying this was popular in 1992.
So we're working with the assumption that the people know around when you were a junior in college.
Well, if people are still listening to this show after 15 years, they know how old we are, right? They're similar age.
It'd be great if they did. I'd be honored.
Well, I am 54.
I'm 53.
No, you're 54.
I'm 54. See, I don't even know how old I am, much less our listeners.
So let me rephrase that. That Downtown Train song was popular in 1992.
There you go.
Is that better?
That's better.
Okay. So anyway, so Rod, I hope you're feeling better. That's all I have to say. Back to GNR.
Yeah. So I like GNR. I don't love them, and you don't like them.
You
don't like them. Just say it. I don't like GNR.
I went to their concert.
Sweetie, just say you don't like GNR.
Skid Row opened for them.
Oh boy. And then the only other thing that I remember as a result of watching this movie is the CGI was incredible.
Yeah, we hadn't seen that before.
The T-1000, aka Robert Patrick, melted into some liquid form. I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
And then when he became the floor,
yes,
that was kind of crazy.
Yes,
yeah.
Can you imagine if Michael Myers had that type of?
But do you wonder why he became the floor?
Because he wanted to be incognito.
But why not just like fade into the wall? Why become the floor?
Not nearly as cool.
Like turn into a broom or something.
A broom?
You know? Yeah.
A broom.
Because he could take on the characteristics of things he was in front of.
Living or dead.
And here's the thing. This doesn't make sense either. Arnold said, or somebody said, like, why didn't he become this or that? And someone's like, it has to be a human or something.
Mhm.
I feel like, why is he becoming a floor then?
There's a few kind of plot holes that he's running really fast. Just become a motorcycle,
Right?
Guy, yeah, just become a motorcycle. Don't have to be a.
Or
Why
like,
do you have to run?
be
I feel
faster.
like he's, or just run really fast. You should not be constrained by how fast a human can run.
And why is he like a normal looking human? Why is he just like a normal man?
What do you want him to be? Attractive or ugly? Or what do you
No,
want?
it's not. But why?
Because the first guy he killed was Robert Patrick, a cop that looked like Robert Patrick.
Oh.
And he's just like,
Oh
let's
my
just stick
God.
with this guy.
Todd.
Yeah.
I never put that together. I feel really dumb.
I think that's right. Or no,
but how did he get here? No. He showed up as Robert Patrick.
You're right. He was naked. They're both naked. Robert Patrick was a guy.
Yeah, he was a guy.
You're right.
Okay.
So I don't know.
A cop did show up.
Yeah,
and then he took his clothes.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay. So can we say a few things? I don't know if this is the point in time. I know we're on Remember
Now
When.
is the time, sweetie.
Well, I think we kind of skipped over this with Set the Scene. Let's talk about Edward Furlong, okay?
Sure.
He's
John Connor.
He's John Connor. And he is living with his foster parents because his mother, Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton, is in an institution because they think she's a conspiracy theorist and that she's crazy and everything. She gets super jacked for this movie, by the way. Linda Hamilton does. A lot of pull-ups with her bed frame. She's getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
But Edward Furlong, they could not find a kid to play John Connor because he's supposed to be 10 years old.
Yeah.
Because they're really trying to keep it within the time frame that makes sense based on what the original movie said.
Correct.
So basically what that means then is that Sarah Connor was 18 when she got pregnant and with John Connor, and which is kind of hard to believe because in Terminator she seems older, but whatever. And he's supposed to be 10. They couldn't find the right actor, and then they found Edward Furlong standing outside of like a boys and girls kind of
club or whatever,
and they got him to audition. I guess he wasn't great the first time, which isn't shocking. But then he ends up playing this role, and this is what I'll say. He's not great as an actor, but what he does capture is kind of a like not a scary kid. What's the word I'm looking for? A kid who's been hurt, a kid who is self-sufficient,
survivor,
and also a little like off. You know what I mean? Like he's not your average kid.
Yeah.
And obviously what they do with his character as you're going through the movie is they demonstrate why he becomes a leader, because he doesn't believe in killing. He has a value system. He is willing to go into dangerous situations, and he's supposed to be 10. It's kind of hard to believe.
You want to hear one of my favorite parts with him?
Sure.
We don't want to be pulled over.
Affirmative.
No. You gotta listen to the way people talk. You don't say affirmative or some shit like that. You say, no problemo. And if someone comes off to you with an attitude, you say, eat me. And if you want to shine them on, it's hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, or later, dickwad. And if someone gets upset, you say, chill out. Or you could do combination.
Chill out, dickwad.
That's great. See, you're getting it.
I love that scene.
Best part of the movie.
No problemo.
Todd, you know what?
What?
Edward Furlong's voice, at least in that scene, because I know he started to go through puberty while making this movie, it's bordering on Wyatt from Weird Science.
Oh, yeah. But Wyatt from Weird Science has an annoying trait in his voice, like more whiny.
Pull up Wyatt from Weird Science.
No problem.
There's, and again, with Edward Furlong, we can say it's because he hasn't gone through puberty, but Wyatt in Weird Science has gone through puberty. So why is his voice like that? And you know that he was given that role because they liked his voice.
Wyatt?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. What's his name?
Hey, Whittaker, if you see a lion, let me know.
You spit in this?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
See?
Hey, that looks pretty good. Now make yourself one, dickweed.
Oh, they almost said Dick Wad. There would have been a Dick Weed and a Dick Wad.
Sweetie, that was more Chet than Wyatt.
I know, but Chet's the best. And Chet is in the beginning of Terminator 1. I'll have you know.
And he's in Titanic.
And he's in Titanic.
He and James Cameron must have been buddies.
So I will say Wyatt has a more distinct, slightly annoying voice than Edward Furlong.
Okay. Well, and unfortunately, Edward Furlong, maybe because of fame, maybe because of it just was his circumstances to begin with, but he has a pretty challenging life. I think he's been in recovery now for a long time.
Yep.
But
Can I tell you a story about it?
Yeah. Are you going to talk about his tutor?
No. Edward Furlong experienced some personal and legal struggles following his breakout in Terminator 2. He was also in American History X.
Yes. And I liked that movie. I mean, difficult movie.
Yeah, tough
but,
movie. He had problems with cocaine and heroin. And then one of the major turning points in his career happened during the pre-production of Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines.
Yes.
He was initially signed on to reprise his role as adult John Connor with a strict no drugs clause in his contract. However, he suffered a severe drug overdose at a club while celebrating this lucrative deal, which ultimately cost him the role and led him to being recast. The bright side, though, sweetie.
Okay.
His story has taken a much more positive turn. He has been open about his journey and has maintained long-term sobriety. He frequently connects with fans at horror conventions, does podcast interviews discussing his recovery. So maybe, cross our fingers, Edward is doing much better.
Well, one other part of the story, which I would view this as a negative, but during filming of this movie, his on-set tutor was a 26-year-old woman. And her name was Jacqueline, doesn't matter. But by the time he was 16, and when he did this movie, he was 13. By the time he was 16, they were in a romantic relationship and living together.
Oh boy.
And his uncle filed a statutory rape complaint, but was unsuccessful. And later she became his manager.
Oh.
So sometimes it's about the people that are surrounding you.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if we were ever to do a Zen Pop about the Coreys, that would be about the people surrounding them. Do you ever want to do a Zen Pop about the Coreys?
No, we'll just get you and Nora over here and you guys will do it.
Okay, because there's a lot of story to tell.
Yes, there is.
So anyway, let's
I want to talk about some scenes if you're okay with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like, do I have a best scene? Yeah, this is my best scene audio thing.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Good old Maximus.
That's my sweetie Maximus.
So a few things, and I just want to hear your 2 cents. Maybe not best scene, but memorable. Sarah's attempted assassination of Dyson. It's kind of creepy.
Oh my God, it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's his child is there. His wife is there.
Thankfully, his child is there because his child does the remote control thing, which forces him to look down at just the right time so he doesn't get shot in the head.
And he lays on his dad and says, "Don't hurt my daddy." It's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
And I think that scene is to demonstrate that Sarah is losing track of why she's doing what she's doing.
Yes.
And it's also to demonstrate that John, her son, who shows up, is the real leader.
Yeah.
Like Sarah in the first Terminator movie is our hero.
Yep. She sure is.
And in Terminator 2, John is our hero.
Yes. John is the man.
Yeah.
What other scenes pop up into your memory? Because there's a lot of shooting, and I like the part where he undoes his arm. And
to show him
his hand to prove that he actually is from the future.
Yeah.
That whole part is kind of cool. I like the part where Arnold explains to Sarah what happened with Skynet in August, whatever, 1999 or whatever it is. So my favorite parts are the explanation parts.
We like the more dialogue, like story parts. I actually read that, this is just a random fact, and I know we'll go over more of those, but that, the Terminator doesn't have a lot of word, the T-800 or whatever, the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of the Terminator. He doesn't have a lot of dialogue in this movie, but that whole explanation of Skynet, they actually just taped it to the windshield. So he just was looking out the windshield reading it.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
because it's kind of a long story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's an important piece.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Anything else pop to you regarding favorite scene?
Obviously the end, I can't say I was really moved. I wasn't crying or anything at the end.
I like the part where he gets frozen in nitrogen and then they shoot him and he blasts into all those different pieces.
The most frustrating part of the movie. Okay. Because first of all, the terrifying part of T2 is the fact that, okay, let me start over. The terrifying part of the first Terminator is the fact that you cannot kill this Terminator, that no matter what you do, it's like our nightmare, right? It's like horror film nightmare. In T2, now you got a T-1000, the Robert Patrick character, and you can't kill him. And then they finally figure this out with the what is it called? Nitrogen?
Liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen freezes. But then because he gets blown apart, all the molecules come back together and he's fine again.
I know.
As a moviegoer,
that's what I like to call a bummer.
It's a frustrating experience.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of it. You know what I mean?
But I'm
ready to be done.
You just want him dead.
Yeah. Like I'm done with you. Like you don't come back together.
Yeah.
Be done.
And I feel like if they just had a broom.
Right. Sweep him up. But then where do you put him?
No, you got to sweep him into separate pieces.
But why did he become liquid? Oh, he became liquid because of the heat?
The truck
blew up.
Truck blew up with all the liquid nitrogen and engulfed him with the liquid nitrogen.
Right. But then why did the liquid nitrogen after he blew up become liquid again? Okay, wait. I got to think this through. Okay. He's frozen. Arnold blows him up. Mm-hmm. So he's pieces everywhere like ice.
So maybe he should have just not shot him. He kept him frozen.
He could have not shot him. That would have been a good idea. Or why did all the pieces that broke apart become liquid?
Because I think the idea is whatever, the melting point or the freezing point of the material became equilibrium or whatever and just warmed up into liquid. It was frozen.
It was frozen, but then he cracked.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's liquid again.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I just was like, no.
I
was like,
let's
no.
not do this.
Yeah. So I was ready for that scene to be over. There was just a lot of shooting. Like if you are someone who is not used to an action movie, it's very unsettling. You know what I mean? It's very, I know. Oh, are you going to play it so we can see it? Okay, let's see.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Like glass.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. All right.
That's
bye.
Good. Yeah.
Scene over. He gone.
We're done.
Right. Go home.
Go home. Go to bed.
Everybody's fine.
Take a nap.
Okay, be done. Everything's still slow. Sarah's leg is bleeding.
So you should be a play-by-play person.
John is checking it out.
See, it's getting warm in there.
See the fire. That's why. See, it turns into like mold.
So,
and the Terminator knows what's happening. Uh-oh, he's reloading the gun. Okay.
Hold on, I want to see it. See, now it's starting to just warm up a little bit.
And it's becoming pieces.
Yeah. We don't have much time.
I would have just taken a broom and swept it all away.
I know, but that wouldn't have made a difference by the time it's all coming together. It's like, it's already liquid.
You know what I would have gotten a leaf blower.
That could have helped.
I would have gotten a leaf blower.
You know what you could have done?
What?
Grabbed a fire extinguisher.
Yep.
And re-blew the pieces.
Yeah.
Re-blew?
Yeah. Fire extinguisher / leaf blower.
Correct.
That would have done the trick.
I'm going to hold the fire extinguisher. Mm-hmm. Make sure it doesn't heat up.
I got the leaf blower.
You grab the leaf blower.
Ready to go.
Because you want to know what doesn't help with a Terminator?
What?
Guns. Why are they using so many guns?
It slows him down.
You said that 80 times.
It does. He falls backwards.
Barely.
But a little bit.
There are guns.
You mess him with a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It didn't help.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. And I was like, why in this movie are we not up? I mean, not that I want more violence, but find a different weapon that actually makes a difference.
They have like
a fire blower.
Boy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about a flamethrower?
A flamethrower.
Can you tell we're not up to speed on latest and greatest technologies.
Like in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Remember when he gets the flamethrower?
The fire blower?
The fire
Loved
blower?
it.
It's the same thing. It blows fire. I'm just calling it as I see it.
Sweetie, if you want to be cool like me, you call it a flamethrower.
Okay. The flamethrower.
Yeah.
He could have burned
Mm-hmm.
the Terminator that way.
There you go. You know what? Sarah and John and the T-800 should have had like pre-morning meetings.
Right? Let's
saying,
talk
what
this
should
through.
we do?
Because again, I'm beating this like a dead horse, but the guns didn't help. Yes, their shoulder would go back like, oh shoot, I got it. And then sometimes they'd split in half.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the guy would split in
Yeah.
half, but then he'd come back together.
I know.
It was infuriating.
It was.
Okay.
All right. So let's keep moving.
Okay.
What did we do?
Did you already talk about that it won Academy Awards?
Yes.
Did you say which ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
All right.
Do you want to do what's next on our list? Random facts?
We could do random.
Do you know the human head weighs 8 pounds? Jared, do you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
All right. Random facts. We're going to do this a few at a time. Let's see what we got. Billy Idol
Yeah.
was
Billy
originally
Idol.
cast as the T-1000, but broke his leg in a motorcycle accident before filming. Robert Patrick auditioned after Cameron spotted him in Die Hard Part 2. Do you remember that?
Nobody was in The Wedding Singer.
Edward Furlong had never acted before. Not a big surprise.
No, we already told that story.
He has
though.
moments where I'm like, oh, he's good. And then moments I'm like,
Yeah, it's bad.
not so good.
It's bad good.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
But
his buddy who was in Different Strokes was
Sam.
crushing.
Sweet, his name is Sam.
I know.
By the end of filming, Furlong had grown so much that he had to stand in a hole during the steel mill finale to maintain the same height difference with Linda Hamilton as in the earlier scenes.
Correct.
Interesting. Hamilton suffered permanent hearing loss in her left ear during the elevator shootout scene because she forgot to replace her earplugs between takes and the gunfire in the enclosed space was too loud. That sounds awful.
I know. Ouch, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get nervous about, side note, when we go swimming and I put that wax in my ears. I don't know. It just feels like I'm messing with my eardrums.
No, you're protecting them.
Okay.
Remember I had a swimmer's ear that summer because I never used earplugs?
I do. And that's why I'm using the wax because you told me to, and I'm following that
That's
lead. But I get nervous when I pull it out that I'm going to mess with my eardrums.
No reason to be nervous. Linda Hamilton's identical twin sister, Leslie Hamilton, played Sarah Connor in the scenes where the T-1000 mimics her. Real twins Dan and Don Stanton played the hospital guards as his T-1000 double. Cameron used them to avoid split screen and effects.
Did you tell me they were in the first one too? Or that they've been in other movies?
No, I thought that there was twins in the movie Fugitive, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
I don't know. The helicopter flying under the overpass during the freeway chase was not CGI. A pilot actually did it for real.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe that?
I don't know if that's true, but if it is, it's kind of awesome.
I found it too.
Really?
I think that's just James Cameron
being
like, I don't want this to look fake.
Yeah.
Like that is one thing. Like one thing I'll say is, for as many criticisms as I have, or me saying I don't love action movies, the visuals of this are amazing, right? Like James Cameron he's not a big corner cutter.
No.
Like he wants it to look real.
Well, now that we're buddies, we saw him on an airplane.
Yeah, Todd and I were on an airplane with James Cameron.
He flew American Airlines in the first class.
He sure did.
We were in coach, and I said, there's no way. Why would James Cameron be like a peasant like us flying commercial airlines? Because this dude cares about the environment.
He does. And he sat in first class and he read a science magazine.
Sure did.
So it was definitely him.
My final random fact is that there's an alternate theatrical ending that showed Sarah as an elderly woman. I actually watched it. Watching adult John Connor, now a U.S. senator.
But Todd, you can't use the word elderly when it's 30 years later. So she's only like our age.
Sweetie, if I showed it to you, you'd be like, this is a grandma.
It may be, but she's what, 20?
I'm going to pull it up and you're going to be like, oh my God.
She's 28 in T2. And so 30 years later, she's 58. She's only like 3 or 4 years older.
Hold on a second. I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
Just so we can fight about it.
Okay. Well, I believe you that but I read that she's only supposed to be 30 years older.
I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's 2 minutes long, but you're going to see
years ago. With the dark future which never came, still exists for me, and it always will, like the traces of a dream. John fights the war differently than it was foretold. Here, on the battlefield of the Senate, his weapons are common sense and hope.
Oh,
Tie me, Grandma, tie me.
Oh, she's a grandma.
so yeah.
Why didn't they do that ending? I like that ending. I like the idea that we never have that nuclear explosion.
I know. Well, they didn't because of what happened.
I know. I didn't watch T3 or T4.
Me neither. You don't need to. The reason Cameron shot it, but cut it after test audiences reacted badly to the tonal shift. It felt too different from the rest of the film.
I can understand that because did you say tonal shift?
Tonal, T-O-N-A-L.
Yeah, because that scene just looks like a normal movie.
Yeah.
Whereas you've been basically with darkness and a black background and everyone's dirty and getting shot. And then all of a sudden you're at a playground, even though it's kind of a coming back full circle from that nuclear explosion scene, which is horrible.
Yeah.
Which did you read that scene alone cost more than the first movie?
I did. This is the actual ending. You ready?
Yeah.
Arnold
going down into the metal.
Going down in the metal. This is why you got to watch this on YouTube, because you'll be able to see this. So he's going to give a thumbs up here.
Why is he giving the thumbs up?
Because that's what he does, babe.
Well, since when?
Since forever. Get ready for it. Can't really see it. There it is.
Oh. Okay, I have the reason.
Hold on, here comes the ending. She's going to talk.
Okay.
I face it for the first time with a sense of hope. Because of a machine, a Terminator can learn the value of human life. Maybe we can too.
True.
So we should probably we should probably talk a little bit about, and I know you want to say something.
I do. And I don't want to lose it.
Go ahead.
So the thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of humanity. Earlier in the film, John taught the Terminator thumbs up as a way to say good job or everything is okay. So the final lesson is before going into the steel to protect humanity's future, the Terminator tells John, I know now why you cry. And then also gives the thumbs up to demonstrate that he's good with it.
I now know why you cry, but it's something I could never do.
Correct. But he has learned. He has learned.
The machine can be empathic,
correct.
Which brings us to where we are right now in this place in history.
Correct.
The world leaders are meeting with the world leaders of AI, and it's never been so
important.
Oh my God. Like what they talked about in Terminator in 1984 is happening possibly right now in 2026. I don't have any answers, but it is totally creepy how potentially correct they were back in 1984.
Well, and just to say, this is all I want to talk about this because this is too negative for this show.
Morbid,
but I want to say that is why we have to have leaders who actually have some self-awareness and some empathy.
Boom.
So for everybody who's like, yeah, but this guy will make us more money and this guy will blah, blah, blah. If you have non-empathetic, greedy, narcissistic, capitalism's fine, but not to a fault where we start to hurt people.
Pissing on the environment,
not caring about our world,
this is what we get.
So when people are more worried about, anyway, that's all.
Yeah.
Can we just move on?
Let's move on
to the next thing.
What random facts do you have?
Most of the things you said,
okay.
I have, you talked about Guns N' Roses. You talked about Billy Idol. Yeah. I think I'm pretty good.
All right. I don't have any WTFs. At least I had one that was kind of weak. Do you have any WTFs?
Just the Edward Furlong story I told you. And also I did have a WTF I know, from the movie itself, like this is not behind the scenes stuff. That scene that where the foster parents answer the phone or the foster mother answers the phone, and then you don't see anything, but you hear like a knife going through something.
Yeah.
And then they show you that the knife that came out of her hand, because she was actually the T-1000, went through the guy's head.
Oh. Are you all right? John, it's late. Honey, I was beginning to worry about you. If you hurry home, we can sit down and have dinner together. I'm making beef stew.
Something's wrong. She's never this nice.
There's a goddamn dog barking at me. Hey! Shut up, you worthless piece of shit!
Dog's really barking.
Thought you were gonna tell the kid to get rid of that fucking mutt.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not going to see it.
I don't want to see it, and I don't want to hear it.
No.
Because it's really, to me, very violent, and I
then
didn't
Arnold
watch
says,
it.
Your foster parents are dead.
Your foster parents are dead.
Yeah.
He knows because he said Wolfie, but his name's not Wolfie. It's
What's wrong with
Max.
Wolfie?
Wolfie's fine, honey.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a gross scene. That
Yeah.
was a WTF to me.
Yeah, it went right through the milk carton into his throat.
And want to hear something really crazy? I will give you a production thing. I also read that James Cameron was like, we have to have the knife coming out the back of the head. So the guy playing that character had to learn how to swallow that sword halfway down.
What?
I know that sounds crazy, but I really read that.
I think that guy's also in Apollo 13.
As what?
I don't remember. He's one of the NASA guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Like with the glasses?
Yeah. No, I mean, not Richie Cunningham's brother.
No, not Clint. What's his last name?
Howard.
Howard. No, but there's a lot of guys with glasses because they have to demonstrate it's the 50s
Late
or
60s,
60s. Yeah. But no, anyway, it was just something about there. Like you have 2 weeks and you have to practice putting this halfway down your throat.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's kind of gross. The whole thing. I just don't like it. WTF.
Yes.
All right. So,
What else you have?
so that's it for WTF. I can do Rolling in the Deep if you want.
Let's roll in the deep. All right. What do you got?
Okay, so I'll just briefly go over these because I don't want to talk about depressing things. But one of the positive things is that a big message of the movie is that the future is not fixed, you know, free will versus fate. There's actually a quote that Sarah is really hyper-focused on, her mantra, which is no fate but what we make. So it's, you know, the thesis of the movie. It's that human choices can rewrite destiny. I believe this. I believe that there can be a pattern or something laid down, but then we still have free will. You know, like we can go, we tend to, I think, be geared towards something, but I think we can always make new choices. I mean, even people who clairvoyant people or people who predict the future say things can change because patterns can change, choices can change. So things aren't like absolute.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that.
Yep.
This one we kind of just spoke on, but this is the way I'll say it. Technology is a mirror. So technology reflects the values of the people who make it. Okay. Which is why Twitter used to be fun and now X is a cesspool. You know what I mean? You know, like it's not about the technology. It's like who's running it, whose vision is behind it. And that's then what demonstrates what it becomes.
Yeah.
So, you know, we just have to keep these things in mind. And I don't think T2 is an anti-technology film. It's about being responsible with technology.
Putting in stopgaps, guardrails.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, let's have some, you know, common sense laws. I feel like it's like we're talking about guns again, but let's put some things in place so we don't make dumb mistakes.
Truth.
That are based on people's egos. Okay. The next one, let's talk more about the, you know, human parts of this film, the motherhood, the trauma, what we do to protect our children. Like, you know, it's pretty great that Sarah, she gets a little nutty in this one, but
just a little bit.
She ends up being like the ultimate warrior protector of John.
Damn right.
Like, you know, she gets pregnant and she's like, this is my life now. You know,
she's determined.
She is determined. And also And she's complex because in this movie, she's a traumatized woman. Obviously, she's been institutionalized. She's been given a lot of medication that I assume was forced on her. She was restrained. She was kept from her son. All these awful things. Not to even mention that she had been terrorized by a Terminator for, a long time before this happened. So,
sweetie, we haven't talked about the face licking.
Yeah, and then her guard licks her face. What's going on?
What's going on there?
That's called like assault.
Yeah.
Like, don't lick me. And so it kind of makes his demise, we're not that bugged by it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Like that was on purpose so we would be okay with her, like, kicking indoors. And
I just need to double down to the face licking guy. What's going on there?
That's the twin.
So she is, I think she's on drugs or something. Like they
restrained her.
They restrained her, and I feel like they gave her a shot of something.
Probably, yeah.
So this guy's like, oh, this lady is unconscious, even though her eyes are open.
I'm gonna lick her.
I'm gonna lick her face.
Correct.
And Sarah just takes it, even though she is aware, right? That's the whole
she
point.
Doesn't take it. She's restrained. What choice does she have?
Well, she pretends that she doesn't feel it.
Oh, she plays unconscious.
Yeah, she plays unconscious.
Yeah, because that's a survival technique.
And then does she end up killing that guy or something?
Yeah, he's the twin, Todd. Isn't he?
How does she kill him though? Doesn't the T-1000 kill those guys?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't remember.
I just think it's a really kind of weird scene to put in, and it says something about this dude's a creep. Second, institutions for people with mental health.
Yeah.
Not cool.
There's a lot of messages in there, like who's actually harming who and the whole idea. It's interesting. I think it was on a podcast. I think it was Chris on the Rewatchables when they were talking about Terminator and about how you can kind of reflect differently about conspiracy theories, right? Because when we watched this movie in 1991, we were like, oh my God, listen to her, right? Like she's telling you what's happening. Yeah. She is the one with the truth.
Yeah.
But now here we are in 2026 and conspiracy theories, many of them are cultish and they're not based in any kind of reality and they're not based in fact. And some of them are, but not the ones where we're like self-harming or when people are like, they're putting a computer chip in you, that kind of stuff. But it's really, my point is not about differentiating all the different crazy things that are out there, but the fact that conspiracy theories have become more common, which I've told you a million times. My dad told me was going to happen. And I was like, no, Dad, it won't.
Mm-hmm.
And it did. Okay. So another one is violence as a cycle. And I think that we can talk about violence as a cycle in families and also just in this movie that John, one of the coolest parts of John, Connor, is that he doesn't believe anyone should be killing anyone, which demonstrates what kind of leader he's going to be.
Yeah, you can see some natural born leadership characteristics in him as a young boy.
He actually tells the Terminator, you can't kill people and you have to do what I say. And so there's a scene where Arnold gets out and shoots this guard in the legs. Mm-hmm. And then John's like, dude. And he's like, he'll live.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of like cheesy one-liners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and like one of the cheesiest one-liners that Arnold improvised that doesn't make sense to me because he wouldn't say this is when after that whole liquid nitrogen shootout and they've been running and Sarah's bleeding out and it's all bad. And then there was the two Sarahs and everything was crazy. And then the Terminator, Arnold says, I need a vacation.
Yeah.
Why would he wouldn't know to say that?
Yeah.
That's an improvised
He doesn't need a vacation. Or maybe it's James Cameron saying this robot is becoming more and more human.
Well, Arnold improvised that and they thought they were going to cut it out and James Cameron liked it.
Yeah.
So he kept it in.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they wrote it for him. I think it was just him trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And it didn't make sense to me, but whatever. Maybe we just needed the humor break because we're watching shooting for so long.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So, the other part about violence as a cycle, obviously, for as much as Sarah breaking into Dyson's house is horrendous and horrible and awful to watch, she does stop herself.
Yeah.
She chooses to not go that route, she doesn't become a killer. I mean, well, they do kill other people.
Yeah.
I mean, but she doesn't kill that guy.
Yeah.
Let's just We'll give her that.
Yeah. Throw us a bone.
So John is going to be our leader, and he's built to be a leader. That's what we're here to learn.
And he's apparently going to be a leader as a senator, as opposed to a futuristic robot versus humans war.
Yeah, he's going to use his common sense as his weapon.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a good senator.
Yeah.
So I laid something out instead of doing like a top 10. Did you do a top 10?
No, I couldn't come up with a good one.
I did why people love this movie and why people hate it.
Oh,
because I feel like if you're listening to this,
you either like us or the movie.
Yeah. Like, do you love it or do you hate it? And so I was like, let's talk about some of the reasons people love it or hate it. So I don't know, just give me a sound effect or something. This is a category.
The countdown continues on our way to number 1.
Kisses coast to coast. Kind of a category, but we'll just do this. So why people love it. And Todd, add to this if you want. There's only a few. It's a sequel that's better than the original.
It is superior to the original, and I love the original.
The original plot, I think, is better.
Yeah, it's just a movie making.
But the movie making.
It was done with a shoestring budget.
And so, yeah, the sequel, they had money to do it. A little like with the movie Twilight.
Yikes.
And New Moon. Sorry, just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Of course you are.
Arnold, another reason people like it, Arnold's pretty good in it.
And Arnold is a good guy. That's so much more fun to have everybody loves Arnold, at least they did at that time.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see him be the protagonist. The one thing, because we had our daughters and their boyfriends watch this, and none of them seen the original. So we did a 3-minute overview summary on YouTube of the original. But the bummer is Arnold's character in Terminator 1 was so terrifying. And we kind of lose that. My kids didn't experience that, which is what makes T2 so awesome.
They didn't experience the shock of Arnold being a good guy.
Exactly.
Where you're like, oh my God. Because when you see him, if you're watching T2 for the first time and then you see him come down, in his little bubble, just like he did in the first one, you're like, oh my God, he's back. It's terrifying. But then you realize he's the protector.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Another thing, the action sequences, I don't like action sequences, but how they did them. Like Todd said, the helicopter being, really flown and, the
no CGI
truck.
or very little. I think this is pre-CGI. So they had to do it old school wise, like Star Wars, models and things like that.
Well, then how did they do? No, it was CGI, because how would they have done
the melting thing through the bars? Yeah, I guess there's a little bit of that in it.
It's the beginnings.
Yeah, it's the beginning.
Okay, so Linda Hamilton becoming like a badass.
Total badass.
Like Linda Hamilton in the first one is being guarded by Kyle Reese. Like he's helping her and she's just running and, he's the one doing things. In this one, she is in charge and she is totally ripped and she's really tough and she got ready for this role. And we hadn't really seen that. I think one of the only things I heard or read, Todd and I read a lot and listen to podcasts about this beforehand, is that Sigourney Weaver was the only comparison when she's Ripley in Alien.
Yeah.
But other than that, you didn't see women doing this,
right.
So it was kind of cool. And she and James Cameron were married. They were a couple. But then when James Cameron did Titanic, he ended up falling in love with the woman who plays the old woman's niece, Susie Amos, I think her name is, or something like that.
Right.
Anyway, bummer.
I feel like there's maybe somebody in between there, but maybe not. Or maybe after.
I think there was someone before Linda Hamilton.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Catherine Bigelow.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. And she did The Hurt Locker. She won an Academy Award.
So James Cameron tends to fall in love with people that is working for him on the set.
Well, was Catherine Bigelow working for him?
No, I'm thinking of Sarah
directors.
Connor and the other Titanic lady.
We should have asked him about that on the plane.
Yes.
I'm sure he would have talked to us. Okay. And then again, the end of the movie, it's kind of emotional. Did you cry?
No.
Did you want to cry?
No.
Okay. So it's kind of emotional.
But
Okay.
it was good.
So that's why people love it. Why do people hate it? This is kind of maybe what you want to speak to. It kind of breaks its own rules, right? The time travel logic, the Terminator universe, only living tissue can be sent through time. That's why you have to have the human flesh over the metal, blah, blah, blah. So the liquid metal has zero biological material. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So it never explains this, but people try not to talk about it. Another reason people don't like it, and again, this is a half ski thing. Half the people love John Connor, and a lot of people think John Connor is annoying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it says that when talking about John Connor, I found a thing that said it's a genuine split. Some love him as a realistic depiction of a teenager, and some find him insufferable and
I'm
reckless.
kind of pro John Connor in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
His character and Edward Furlong, I think he does a good job.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Leo doing it back in
Right.
1990, whatever. But
could he? How old was Leo in 91? No, he was our age, right?
How old is Leo? I don't know.
How old was Leo in 1991?
Pretty young, right?
Well, he's our age, right? Leo DiCaprio. And so he would have been in 91. I was 20, right? Something like that. Yeah, because I was born in 71. So I think he couldn't have done it.
Leo was born in 1974.
Yeah, so he
would
would
have been too old.
Yeah, he would have been too old. We probably could have found someone else. What about like no, Christian Slater was probably the same age.
You need somebody who was born about 1981.
Okay. I don't know if I can come up with someone off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay. So some people said that this isn't like a criticism of T2, but some people believe that this is what started the whole sequel craze.
Interesting.
So, it's up to you whether you think that's good or bad. What's that sound?
Something outside. Chris Evans was born in 1981. He could have played it,
No,
sweetie.
not Chris Evans.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yes.
Rami Malek.
Maybe.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He's too sweet.
Elijah Wood. Hayden Christensen.
I like Hayden Christensen.
That's all I got for you.
Okay, I would have gone with the ones that I got excited about. I like Hayden Christensen. I think people crapped all over him in the
He didn't
Star
have
Wars
much dialogue
movies.
to work with. Let's just say that.
No, and he was so cute. And Hayden Christensen has that thing where he looks kind of scary, but not completely scary. You know what I mean?
I do.
You know who's similar to this? Joaquin. When he's Commodus in
Yeah.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say about him in the movie is he's kind of terrifying, but he also could be nice
Yeah.
if maybe his dad had loved him and he hadn't killed his dad.
Yeah.
Things could have worked out better. So, anyway, there was just a lot of sequels after this. And that's pretty much it.
All right.
Okay. No. Here, I wrote this down. I'm happy that I did this. The T-1000's logic is inconsistent. So listen to this. Besides the time travel thing, the T-1000 behaves inconsistently because he can morph into any person he touches, but he doesn't fully do this. He impersonates Sarah, but doesn't impersonate John. He gets frozen and shattered, but then comes back together. And then why is he the floor? And then, people notice these gaps.
Yeah, I got gaps. You got gaps.
We all got gaps. If you like Rocky, we did all the Rocky movies a few months ago. And then my favorite phrases. I need another Casey's Coast to Coast.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, just one more.
The countdown continues on our way to number one.
Casey's Coast to Coast.
Okay, the phrases from the movie that became, things. These are not things Todd and I say in our home. That's usually one of our categories is things we say at home. I don't go around saying these things, but they are from the movie. No problemo. Actually, I do say that sometimes, but that's the first thing that hasta la vista.
Baby.
Chill out dickweed. Should we start using that?
Chill out, dickweed.
And then I now know why you cry.
But it's something I could never do.
So
You got gaps, I got gaps, together we fill gaps.
I don't know. Are there any other things he says?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, so that's all I got.
Are we going to do the music game?
Yes, I have a song that I think I'm going to win.
I'm worried that we might have the same song.
We might, because mine is really good.
We'll see. So this is a song that is not obvious that captures the vibe of the movie. And I'm going to go first.
Yeah, it can't be the GNR song.
And it's not going to, that's
It just has to capture the vibe.
Yes, that's it. Right. So if I can find it, here we go. You don't
Come
know
on.
what, do you know what it is?
You're upon America. There's a growing feeling of hysteria.
Good.
It's good, right?
Even though that's about Russians.
It's about the end of the world.
I know, but it's really about Russians.
Well, and nuclear, Arnold says that the machines launch the missiles to go to Russia.
Right. And so it's
so
automated.
That Russia will respond back.
You're right. And so that song is called Russians by
Sting.
Okay. So mine is a little more the vibe of the action movie In the Darkness. You ready?
Okay,
It's
ready.
a 9 Inch Nails song,
Mhm.
and it's called Head Like a Hole.
Head like a what?
Head Like a Hole.
Oh, okay.
You don't know this song?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Is this it?
Mm-hmm. It's a great song.
Really? I've never heard you
Yes.
say that about a 9 Inch Nails song.
Well, it was very big for my friends and I. You get annoyed when I say this, but I think it was sophomore year in college. So everybody, that means that I was 21 and I'm 54 now. Do the math.
All right. So why is this a good song?
Because it is about okay. It is about, so first of all, before I even talk about this song, this year that this movie came out was like a huge music year. Okay. And it's kind of when grunge started taking over, right? Because Nevermind came out and Blood Sugar Sex Magic and Metallica's Black Album and, you know, Use Your Illusion and all that kind of stuff. And 10 came out this year too.
Don't forget about Gish, sweetie.
And Gish too. Great. Yeah. All those.
Hold on real quick. Just want to give them a little sampling.
I love this song. Wait till you get to the chorus.
Oh, okay.
It's coming.
All right. This does not sound like a Sweetie song.
Well, it was a college song.
All right.
Okay. So it's the frustration of watching the world prioritize greed over taking care of people.
Mm-hmm.
So again, Trent Reznor is the lead singer of 9 Inch Nails, and I didn't love everything by them. It was a little dark and a little, but this song was kind of big for my friends and I for some reason. And it's about not being decent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's about using money to hurt people instead of help people. So that not only sounds like Terminator 2, but the song itself is like a really hard rock song, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, let's give ourselves a tie.
And it came out around the same time the movie came out.
I know. You always value that.
I know, but I think mine's
that's
better.
never been a part of our description on when a song is good, that it came from the same time
But
period.
I think that's part of the music game.
I know you
You're
do.
not playing by the rules of the music game, which is the music game means like trying to make it connect in all these vibey ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes when you choose a better song, I tell you, but you aren't telling me that I chose a better song this time.
I've never heard this song, so it's hard for me to be like, yay, great song.
Okay.
And I just don't prioritize it being around the same time period as you do.
Okay. I think you
That's
should
what's
start.
great about the music game. Everybody has their own perspective.
It's subjective?
Yes, totally subjective.
Okay. Well, I think I win, but whatever.
I win.
Okay. We'll just call that a.
Sorry about that.
No, I'm not sorry. I like that song.
Sorry, not sorry.
So anyway, that's.
So is next week the draft?
Oh, yes. So everybody, if you're still listening, stay listening because we're going to tell you something. Our girls are home this summer, so we like to take the opportunity to podcast with them. And so next week we are doing a draft of best categories. So for example, like best horror movie, best comedy, best rom-com, best movie about sports, that kind of thing. And it's going to be a draft where we're going to go around. It's a snake draft, like where if I start, then it'll go around and then the person who goes last will go next. And why it's kind of interesting for our family is you can imagine that we like a lot of the same movies. Like we have a lot of the same likes. Not completely, but I have a feeling there's going to be some overlap. So if somebody chooses a movie, and I'm not going to give examples because I don't want to mess up the draft, but that means it's off the plate. Like you can't choose it for any other category.
Off the draft board, sweetie.
And nobody can choose it for any category, and it's gone. So there's certain movies in our family that are very important, and whoever gets certain movies is going to be really happy.
Yes.
So please listen next week. And
then after that, we're going to do either Dark Knight or Back to the Future.
Can we do both or no? We only have 1 week left.
No, I think we got some time.
Okay. So
we said 2 months, June and July, and we're not even July yet.
And then finally, if you enjoy listening to Todd and I podcast, obviously Zen Pop is always free to you on all of your platforms. If you're listening, please subscribe. I also have a podcast called Zen Moment that's connected to my Substack, and that is upgrading on Substacks, and you get a Zen Moment podcast every week, and it's Todd and I talking about really deep things. So if you would like that, go to kathykasaniadams.com Substack. And Todd also runs an organization, or he is the co-founder and executive director of an organization called Men Living. It's phenomenal. And if you are someone who is a man or loves a man, you might want to go check it out. Menliving.org.
Menliving.org. And I want to thank Jeremy Kraft. He's been our proud sponsor since day one. 630-956-1800. He does painting and remodeling throughout the Chicagoland area. 630-956-1800. Avidco.net. I'm actually blending both of our songs into one, so it's going to sound really weird and bad.
Let's hear it.
But that's what's going
to... Ooh, cool.
See y'all next week.